As an Arsenal fan, I don't think I've been this confident in any Premier League season the way I am right now. Right. In the 2022-2023 season, it was no Arsenal fan expected us to mount a title charge. No Arsenal fan expected us. And the second season, right, we had a slow start and we dropped points unnecessarily where we were not supposed to. Right? And the second half of the season, we went on a winning streak, which in the end was not enough for us to get it over the line. And obviously, Man City was at their peak that time, right? And last season, we had injuries upon injuries. We had injuries to important players. We had injuries to Saka, Odegaard, and we had injuries to Kai Havertz at a very important time of the season, right? Now, mind you, those are not excuses. I'm not making excuses for us not being able to get it over the line in those period. Right, but the reason why I'm making these points is when I talk about elite managers, I've been criticizing Liverpool for having a manager like Slot who is not elite, in my opinion, right? I don't think Slot is tactically that sound to be able to manage a team like Liverpool, right? I've been critical of him for most of the season, in fact, from the beginning of the season, right? But that is the difference between coaches like Slot and Arteta. He always looks for solutions, right? Even though when the team is doing well, he knows it takes a moment for everything to go haywire or to go sideways. So he's always looking at improving the team. Trust me, from that game yesterday, despite Arsenal winning that game, I know Arteta will be looking for the little errors that was made in that game and look for ways to correct them. Right? Last season or during the transfer window, when Liverpool was going for players like Florian Wirtz, spending money on Alexander Isak, buying Ekitike, Arteta was making shoot signings. He was making signings, building a squad depth. Why? Because he learns from his mistake the previous year. He went in, signed a striker, signed a cover for Odegaard, signed a cover for Saka, signed the extra defenders. In fact, when he was buying defenders, some Arsenal fans were shouting, Arteta, why are you buying defenders with all the defenders we have? Why are you still buying defenders? He still went ahead to sign more defenders. In fact, in the end, he bought Nkapie, which at the time, Arsenal fans were complaining, you don't need Nkapie anymore now. We go and buy Rodrigo. We need to buy another attacker. He knew what he was doing, right? And I'm an Arsenal fan that has always been in support of any decision Arteta makes, right? From the Aubameyang, from when he made that decision with Aubameyang, I decided I was going to stick with him, right? I decided that I was going to trust his decisions, right? Now, with the amount of injuries we've had this season, let's play a scenario where we did not sign all those cover, all those depth that we had. Where do you think we will be now? Right? Because Arteta is a coach that learns from his mistakes. He did everything possible to stop that from happening this season. And so far, we've reaped from that decisions he made, deciding to go in for squad depth instead of going for one or two superstars. Because as much as quality is involved, Arsenal, we have enough quality. Like, our first team is good enough to win the league. We needed that extra bit of cover, extra bit of quality for the cover in case we have those players injured. Look at the performance Eze put in yesterday. He was playing in place of Odegaard. If it was Waneri playing there, he wouldn't be able to put in that performance. I'm not saying Waneri doesn't have potential to be a world-class player, right? He does. But at the moment, with what we need a world-class cover for every position, right? Because that was a world-class performance from Eze in that Odegaard's position that yesterday, right? So I think Arteta has really learned from his mistake, and I'm very hopeful, right? I'm very, very hopeful as an Arsenal fan that this season is our season.